10 years ago, the internet was escape from the real world. It was an output from our daily hectic lives. And now, the real world is escape from the internet. Aren't you Gen Ys thankful that your generation took place before technology took over? Remember, being sad was when you weren't allowed to eat unhealthy food. But now it's being referred to as depression. Anxiety was when you're waiting for a new theater to release. And now, it looks up in each and every corner of an adolescent's and adult's life. Being nervous was when you weren't allowed to go out and play. And stress was because of academics and studies, and now it's because of bullying and social media. The only source of communication at that time was with snail mails and stationery and buying stamps. Remember, we weren't allowed to buy a phone, so we used to talk to each other with a newspaper. Well, today I'm not here to talk about the old generation and new generation at further length. I'm going to talk about what teenager goes through on a daily basis, and what their perception can be completely different from a real world's perspective. In other words of a teenager, true or false. Teenagers often go through a myriad of arduous problems, and they can be very scary, well, for their parents at least. Example, stress, pressure, anxiety, and depression. Our generation is so focused on our upcoming environment, and there are over 3 million people working on controversial topics such as sexism and racism. No one really cares about the mental health of a teenager. And we should be on our toes with this topic because the suicide rates are going up as we speak. This kind of behavior mostly occurs from teenagers. And we always blame on the internet. It's not only the internet, it's people's perception as a whole. Another slit wrist, attention seeking. This kind of morbid behavior occurs from teenagers only. And going over an extent does not mean that they get taunted over and over again. She took her own life. I used to wonder why people used to think of even taking their life. It's not so easy to plaster on a smile and forget you were sad 3 seconds ago. It's fine if you were washed over with the weight of sadness and you were happy just 5 seconds ago. Those anxiety attacks can be terrifying, I know. Being stuck in your own mind, not being able to get out, and you're in there, in that cage of sorrow and misery. Well, it's all right. You always can get out. If there is a will, there is a way. Contrary to my previous statement, there are differences between teenagers' perspective and the real life perspective, such as subjective terms, such as loneliness. What is loneliness? Now, do not give me the Oxford Dictionary meaning. Loneliness is very, very, very complicated, as you could be walking in a crowded hallway, but there is no one for you. There is no one talking to you. You're alone from the inside. And being alone is where you're completely isolated. But you know, there's a significant other waiting for you out there, ready for you once you come out. But people often get this confused. I hope no one has to go through loneliness, because there is someone who's willing to talk to you, someone who's willing to love you when needed, and someone who will never turn a blind ear to you when you need them the most. Second term where people get mixed up with is anxiety and nerves. Now, teenagers say that they have anxiety all the time. And I often get this confused, as there's a fine line between anxiety and nerves. Anxiety is when you cannot breathe. There's an elephant on your chest. The walls are closing in. Your mind is your own puzzle. And all you can do is breathe in and breathe out. You feel there's no way out of where you are. Well, I promise you, there is. Whereas nerves is just a gut feeling. There are 1,000 butterflies in your stomach, but all you can feel is just nerves and you feel like throwing up. This often happens when you're waiting for a text from a person or give an exam. Many other factors. The last but not least topic is a very subjective term called depression and sadness. Now, I've heard my friends saying they've had depression all the time, and sometimes I want to tell them the reality, but I know it's going to be complicated than that, so which is why I'm explaining this. Sadness. Sadness is when you just been through these isolated terms such as isolation, rejection, depression, but an overdose of these terms can lead to depression, such as heartbreak. Now, I know it's a very small term, but it can mean a lot to a person who gets sad every day. With depression, you cannot feel basic emotions. You cannot feel like anything a normal human being feels. You feel like there's no way out. You feel like you're always sad. You feel like you're crying all the time mentally, but you can't actually show that to others. It's only you. It's only you in this fight alone. But I solemnly swear, it's not only you. Many people are here to support you. They're behind your back. And with the right freedom, the right mind, the right company, and the right mindset, you will get out of this with happiness and satisfaction. Thank you.